If nutrition feels confusing, it's not your fault. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach with a master's degree in human performance, and I talk to people about nutrition every single day. Most of the questions I get start with, I saw this online, is it actually true? And honestly, it's wild how much misinformation there is out there. So instead of complaining about it, I decided to be part of the solution. I'm starting a series on nutrition focused on health and performance, starting with the basics and then gradually building up into more complex topics. So let's start with the foundation. The food we eat is made up of a lot of different components, but we can categorize them into two main categories, macronutrients and micronutrients. We need a large amount of macronutrients every day and a smaller amount of micronutrients every day. And that's what macro and micro refer to. They refer to how much we need, not how big they are. There are three types of macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And each one has a different role within the body. Protein is primarily used to build and repair tissue, as well as create enzymes and hormones. Your body can use protein for energy, but it really prefers not to. It treats protein as the last resort for energy. Carbohydrates are your body's and brain's preferred source of energy. In healthy individuals, blood sugar is very tightly regulated to provide the brain with a steady source of energy. Every macronutrient has plenty of subcategories. Most of those we're not going to cover in this video, but one subcategory of carbohydrates is fiber. Fiber helps with gut health, it helps with cholesterol management and just feeling fuller or more satiated for longer periods of time. And most people don't get nearly enough of it. Fats also play many important roles, from providing and storing energy, hormone production, transporting fat-soluble vitamins, as well as maintaining the cell structure. Fat is also the most calorie-dense macronutrient. It has 9 calories per gram, comparatively to only 4 calories per gram that protein and carbohydrates have. And according to the American Heart Association, a high intake of saturated fat may raise cholesterol levels and increase your risk for heart disease, which is why moderation matters. And speaking of moderation, there's another substance that is very calorie dense, and while it's not a macronutrient because we don't need it at all, it has 7 calories per gram, making it almost as calorie dense as fat, and that's alcohol. For most of the people that I work with, the biggest improvements come from focusing on consuming more protein, consuming more fiber, and eating less fat. So if your goal is either weight loss or building muscle, prioritizing protein and fiber goes a long way. In the next videos, I'll break down each macronutrient into more detail, so be sure to follow for the rest of the series. And if you have any nutrition questions you want answered, drop them in the comments below and I'll answer them in following videos. Thanks for watching.